and then you can track how many people came, how many people called. If you did a social marketing campaign or you did a pay-per-click campaign, anything that you do, you can track it like that. So if you have a website right now and you're not measuring it, right now, that's the first thing you need to do, because you need to know where you stand. If I don't know my conversion, how do I know what do I have to change? If I don't know where is the problem, for example, in an e-commerce website, you have different stages. People come to your site, then they go to checkout, then they go to shipping, and then they pay, right? That's pretty much how it happens. Now, if you don't have sales, it could be a lot of different reasons. And the only way to know that is to put a measurement on every page of the way. So you have like a funnel, exactly. You know how it goes, and you can tell where the problem is. Because sometimes the problem is on the checkout page. So if you know that everybody gets to that checkout page, maybe they need more assurance that you're a company. Maybe they need more assurance that it's secure. If they stop on the shipping information, maybe the shipping company or the shipping costs are too high for them. But once you put all these measurements on place, then you can increase your conversion. Then you can do whatever needs to be done. A lot of people just say, okay, nobody is buying from us, just let's redesign the website. But that's not the problem. And they put a lot of money, they want flash and everything, and still the conversion is not working. Why? Because they didn't redesign it with a strategic mindset. So if they knew what was the problem, if they knew that the problem was the checkout page, then they just put the money there. We had clients that they increased the conversion by changing the logo of the checkout. Because the graphic was too small, people couldn't see it. How much did it cost? It was very, very inexpensive. What was the outcome was huge. They were trying to redesign the whole website. And the only thing that made everything was a logo. How did we know that? Because that was the specific page that was giving the problem. The industry standard is pretty low. If you get a 10% conversion rate, that's huge. That we're talking about big businesses. Like in different industries, it varies, but let's say that the average according to shop.org is 2%. So you know how much you can improve. You can improve everything. You can improve the content, you can improve the visuals, you can improve the pictures, you can improve anything that needs to be improved. But what do you improve? That's what analytics will tell you. You need to improve the homepage, or you need to improve this page. If you have analytics, the first thing you can do is see what's the bounce rate on the pages. That tells you what are the pages that are being. The bounce rate is when as soon as they come, they leave. So that means there is a problem on those pages. That's the first thing you can see on the analytics. They add to cart, they went to the shopping cart, they put the shipping. And then in the last page, the checkout, they drop or they leave. So you know exactly what it was. So we start, yes, we didn't know that it was the picture at the beginning. That's where you put all the conversion tools. The conversion tools are, you can test if you put the text bigger, security measures on the right, on the left. And how do you do it? There is a tool on Google which is Website Optimizer, which allows you to do it automatically. You can create 3, 4 more for the people that have worked with A/B testing. You can have the same page rendering in different layouts. You don't have to do it anytime. You just put the different combinations. Once you establish the different combinations, you just let it roll, and you'll see that it's just a matter of test. If you have a web team, or if you have, it's not very difficult to set it up. But you can put that on your own pages. If those are information pages, you can do the same.
And that's a software download you would drive, like a Google.
Okay, if you run a campaign on Google, there is a tool called Website Optimizer, and then it tells you what you need to do step by step to put those codes.
Keywords? Are you talking about the codes for?
The codes for the pages. For example, if I want to, in our example was, we wanted to test the specific page. They give us the codes, and we give them the different layouts. So until you find something, that works. So at the end of the month, you would know combination 1 gives you 10%, the other one 50, the other one 100, then you have the winner. And then from that, you can keep improving, because there is no website that cannot be improved. As I'm telling you, 10% on websites is huge. So imagine, it's 90% to be improved. That's why you can see on Amazon, Dell, they are always testing. Every time you go, it's something new. Why? Because they are testing. Sometimes it doesn't work, but they have the overall strategy to keep improving and improving and make it faster. How do they know it works? It's because they are testing every time. If they test sometimes only with 10% of the clients to see how it works, then to 20, and like that. You can do the same. Obviously, they have more sophisticated tools because they need to measure other things, but these tools are available for any business, and they are free. You can put a blog in 2 seconds. So the only things that you need to put together is know the keywords, what you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about construction for luxury or whatever it is. Look the demand for those keywords and then create your blog. And you talk about those things. And you know that it's going to work because another time that people are going to type what you already know what they're going to type, your website is going to keep coming, right? This is a screenshot of a market research. Construction company in New York, how much am I going to pay per click? 42 cents. How many people are interested? 2,400. Construction company in New York is different. Construction company in New York City is different. As you can see, there are completely different ways to say the same. That tells you a lot, that you can have different combinations and you can find a good market. As you can see, you can find keywords that for the same keyword, for NY, they are paying sometimes $1 more than NYC. Right here, 2,400, right? 2,400, 500. Even though in the top one there is more people, but also more competitors and more money. On here, you can pay 38 and still be first, even though it's a small market, but you're going to be having a bigger share of the market. These are tools that are also available if you have you don't even need to have an account with Google to get this. It depends on here. How much is for every keyword, every combination has a different cost per click. So there are certain keywords that cost more than others. Let's say if you were to go just with this one, and if you had a market there, that would be 5 cents as opposed to 42 cents. Why? Because here is spelled out, and here is not.
Right, but there's companies that have done all this analysis to say, if you put in construction company in New York and they've checked across the board, thousands and thousands and thousands of entries, and they say that this is the best keyword that people are finding. You're getting more results out of this keyword because there's more people typing in that keyword.
Yes, but you also have more competition.
Your price per,
I'm not saying not to.
But you also want to be where the average if 9 out of 10.
Absolutely. If you have the budget, yes, buy all the positionings at top, right? Sure. But you don't have money, and you don't have a big budget, then you have to put where your money is going to give you the most of the return. In the other keywords, you can get share, you can start getting some clients running, as opposed to going directly to the top.